Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are doing very well. In our last video we have studied about the syllabus that we are going to have in our book, and then furthermore we have studied that what is science and what are the few branches of science. Cleared? That today we are having our topic that is actually introduction to microscope. First of all, you all have to know that what is a microscope. It is cleared from the word micro as well, that's something that is related to tiny, right? So it is an instrument that is used to see tiny microorganism that cannot be seen without naked eye, right? That you cannot see, you can it is an instrument that is actually helping us to see the things that we cannot see with our eye. Next is that what is a specimen? The object that is to be observed under the microscope is called as specimen. It is placed on a microscope slide. Now here that the specimen, the thing that we are going to observe under the microscope is known as specimen. Clear? That specimen is actually put it on the microscope slide first, and then we will observe it under the microscope. Here are some parts of microscope. First is eyepiece, that the place where the eye looks into. Objective lens, it magnifies the object. Arm, it should be held when moving a microscope. Then the next part is stage, it is where the specimen slide is placed. Then the next part is stage clips, it holds the specimen and still slide and still on the stage, like it will give the grip to the slide. Next is light source. It puts light on the object, on the specimen. The next part is power switch, that it is pressed to switch on the power. Then focus knobs, they are turned, means they are rotated to get a sharp and clear image of that specimen that you are observing under the microscope. Last is base. Base is, it should be held together with the arm when moving a microscope. Base and arm, they both are providing the support to the microscope. When we are moving a microscope, both should be held so that microscope will be carried from one place to another. Then the next, you can see a picture of microscope over here, right? It is an eyepiece. Then furthermore arm is there, and then you can see the focus knob, and then the base. Over here, lamp and light source are same. Then a slide, you can see a rectangular piece of glass is known as slides, on which the specimen will be put to observe. Then the next is stage, a place where you will put the specimen slide, and objective lens to that are usually used to observe the, to magnify the object. Fine, there are many you can see that there are 4 or 5 objective lens. It's up to you that how much you can magnify, how much you want the magnification of that one object, and then you will use the that one lens. Furthermore, specimen, we have again and again saying that specimen. Then what is specimen? Here it is, that it is an object that is observed is called as specimen. It is not necessary that it is always observed under the microscope. It can either be observed through an eye or a microscope. Its size is not fixed, means it can be very large, it can be very small. Specimen can either be living or non-living as well. Living and non-living, you can say that it is not necessary that the thing that you are going to observe will always be alive. It can be dead as well, so still it will be a specimen. Non-living specimen can be preserved for several years in laboratories. Like you can preserve the specimens for several years in laboratories to see them for a future for to see them in future. Then specimen can be preserved in alcoholic solution. Someone can ask that which kind of solution we will use to preserve our specimen. You will say that we will use the alcoholic solutions. Now in the picture you can see some plants. Now they are big in size, right? If some plant specimen as well that are preserved in alcohol and put it in the laboratories. You can see some insects as well. Now they are visible with the eye, but still they are specimens. So the point that I want to clear over here, that specimen are always not alive. They can be dead as well. Furthermore, they can be of any size. But the specimen means that if the specimen is very tiny, it will be a micro. If it will be a microorganism, then it will be observed under the microscope, and we will magnify it and see its parts. Next is You can say that microscope slide, it is a rectangular piece of glass on which specimen is placed. Now you can see a part of you can say the fungi is placed over here, and then we will observe under the microscope. Furthermore is there, you can see some more specimens as well, like planaria, diptera. Then one that the thing that I want to show you is a slide about the specimen. You have seen that here the life has shown you over there. You can see that they are very tiny organisms. They are moving under the microscope, but in reality we cannot even observe them with our eye. It can always be happen with the help of microscope. You can see that how the life is emerging, how the things are under the microscope. So they are completely different. It is the zebrafish nervous system. You can relate with our nervous system as well, that how the things are visible under the microscope. The microscope is a blessing, you can say, for science, that it makes the research more easy. We can have the existence of life through microscope. It is a marine worm, and you can see that how it is observed under the microscope, that it is swallowing something, and how it from mouth to its stomach, how it will move. You can clearly see with the help of microscope. Otherwise you cannot see a worm. Like you can see a worm, but not like that. Here the Daphnia flea, and how it is growing, it all due to the microscope. So it's a very good documentary, and I really like that how the life is existing under the microscope. It is a baby sting bug that is going through, and the skin of a squid, it is having the cells, and you can see the receptors that are coming out, and you can clearly observe that how they are emerging, that the golden crystals you can see in the mid of the screen, it is actually the water crystals. You know that when we do the evaporation, the water will evaporate it. So the crystal shapes that were actually, it's an again a worm. You can see fat cells of a mouse that are dividing and multiplying. We can see the mouse but not the fat cells. Japanese mantis shrimp, and it is magnified 6 times. Then we can have this picture. Otherwise we cannot have this picture. That are the antibodies in our body that are fighting against the diseases. You can see. So the microscopic world is actually the mesmerizing world that we can have under the microscope. It is completely different than our actual world. So it's a very good blessing to have a microscope and to study the life under that, because it has completely changed our life. That's all.